to the BCS Players Club production of Little Woman, adapted by Scott Davidson. Just a few things to take note of before we start. In case of emergency, the exits located right behind you to the left and the right, and one back there through the curtains. Please turn off all electrical devices as it may hinder the actor's performance. Keep in mind that there will be a 15-minute intermission in the middle, so please come back after the intermission. And yeah, enjoy the play.
My mind drifts back to that Christmas Eve so long ago, when nothing in our little home seemed wrong, nothing in the world outside seemed right.
I finished it at last, and not a moment too soon if you ask me. Joe, look at Bill this time. Didn't you ask? Just look at what she's wearing. Say what you will about my writing hat, but I've just finished the final scene to The Witch's Curse, and it was a divine inspiration.
Well, we finished trimming the tree without you.
Christmas won't be the same without presents. It's dreadful.
I can remember when we used to be rich.
I can remember too.
It's not fair that some of us planted or other trigger and nothing at all.
But back when we still made other code or instruments, we still have father and mommy and each other.
Well, we don't have father and probably won't for quite some time. Who knows how long the war will last?
Many families in the north and south will be missing their land this year.
The army's having a dreadful winter. The pledge is scared. Mommy spent percentage of fighting her presents. We need to make sacrifices too.
Look, I don't mind sacrifices, but I'm getting tired of reading the same dresses every year.
None of you sound right. You don't go to school with pretty girls who live just because your father is poor.
If you mean libel, say so. Stop talking about labels. Papa was a pickle jar.
I know what I mean. You didn't be strict with me about it. Plus, it's important to remember the vocabulary.
Vocabulary? Why? Are we proper?
Don't jump, it's so boorish.
That's why I do it.
I hate rude things like this.
And I hate affected little chicks.
Birds build nests, agreed.
Really now, you're both of it. Amy, your prim ways are funny now, but if you aren't careful, you'll grow up to be an affected little goose. As for you, Joe, it's time you stop your boyish tricks. You turn up your hair now, and remember that you are a young lady.
I mean, and if turning up my hair makes me want to wear 2 tails till I'm 20, I will grow up to be Miss Smart, to be prim and proper as a porcelain doll. I just can't get over my disappointment in not being born a boy. Look at me, dying to go out and fight in war with Pop. And all I can do is sit at home and knit like some pokey old woman.
Poor Joe.
Oh, I don't want your pity. Because one day I'll be a famous writer and make a fortune writing books. And then there'll be plenty of handsome bows for Meg to dance with. And plenty of dresses with satin and lace for Amy. And a beautiful new piano for my Beth.
I don't like that.
So, enough fighting and let's get to work on our script. Beth, go play something gruesome for us. Amy, I've just written a new scene for you. It's wonderful. It's very simple. All you have to do is go, Rodrigo, save me. And then they,
Rodrigo, save me. Oh, I can't do that. I don't throw myself a black and blue the way you do. Plus, I've already done my costume. Throw myself about crossing the with Juliet crown.
you don't have any jewelry, and you certainly don't have a crown.
Why not? I'm a princess, am I not?
But you don't know it. You think you're a servant girl for Beth. Haggard witch.
A princess always does. She's a princess.
Well, you don't. Now, you're locked in the tower and suddenly I, Hugo the villain, enter, and you call out to Rodrigo.
I thought Meg was my father, Don Pedro.
But you don't know
It's not polite to correct an author's work.
Yes, and Joe's a rendition of Shakespeare.
Oh, well, it's nothing. Alright, places everyone. Are you ready? I am Hugo. Here I come with wicked intentions. Aha! I move closer. Aha!
Okay, you girls.
Why can't we copy Miranda?
Because it's scarcely here. Ships are being responsible. They got no time to go on to New Zealand with their copies when it's getting March. And some folks have nothing better to do with their time than to pry into other folks' business.
Who is it, Nana?
That Lawrence boy.
What Lawrence boy?
Mr. Lawrence's grandson. He's coming to look at them.
I didn't know the old Spot had a grandson.
He just arrived last week, and from what I've heard, he sounds like a fine.
Why was he done?
Well, besides running away from school,
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
he was found in an army registration office. He had lied about his age and tried to join up. Can you imagine?
I certainly can. I should like to do the same.
I found something you made.
Joe, where are you going?
Oh, Joe?
It's on our private property. I can look out as much as I like.
You're as bad as he is.
There he is.
Amy, yeah, get away from the window.
Well, I think I'm certainly glad he's a boy. I should like to get to know a boy and have some fun around here for a change.
Don't say such things.
I wonder how I can get to know him. I know. Our cat could get lost and we can bring it back.
That doesn't sound very romantic.
Who said anything about romance? Yoo-hoo! Hello! I'm here! Hello!
You're disgracing us.
Hello! Hello! That wretched boy. He waved back.
Perhaps now you'll draw the curtains and we can finish the scene.
I suppose.
Where were we? Rodrigo, save me, save me.
No, well, perhaps if you do it more later. Or, well, it's just no use. Do your best when the time comes, and if the audience boos, don't blame me.
I'm so glad to find you so merry, my girls.
How was your day?
Has anyone called that? Come and kiss me, baby.
Not today, MARAMEE. Here, take these on. They're nice and warm.
Thank you, Bethany. Joe, you look tired to death.
Oh, I'm alright.
Have you seen our March position yet?
Not yet, Orion. How was work with the ladies on the auxiliary today?
We're so short of blankets that we're going to start cutting up carpets to send to the men.
I wouldn't mind sleeping under a carpet. I can join up.
Oh, Joe. How's your cold, right?
Practically gone.
Did you see Mrs. King today?
Yes, $4 a week, Marvin. I start on Wednesday. The house seems so lovely and the children seem so sweet. It won't be like work at all.
I'm so proud of you.
All the review for you, Marty.
Thank you, baby. Joe, be a dear and touch my mouth. I have a surprise for you.
A surprise for Joe?
Well, for all of you, really.
A letter?
A letter from Father or Marty?
Send you all a little Christmas message. Now, who could that be?
From the side of the happening? I'd say not March.
Yes, I seriously. I'd like to settle with them.
Walk around everywhere.
Good afternoon, Aunt March.
Good afternoon. Not at all. Not at all. It's freezing cold. The dead of winter. And you haven't even shoveled the proper past the front door yet. I guess something broken. Who knows what? Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Aunt March.
So nice of you to visit us tonight.
Yes, come and sit by the fire.
Thank you. No, I have a fire at home. Where I should be at this very minute. Ellie came here to give me peace. Meg.
Thank you, Aunt March.
Joe.
Thank you, Aunt March.
Amy. Beth. Goodness gracious. Mom, now, we never know what it's now, do we? Have you heard of that foolish father of yours? Waltzing off to war like that? Leave others to take care of his family? Doesn't he realize that making his fighters, not worn-out little creatures like himself?
We're very proud of Father, and you should be too.
No!
And we don't need anyone to take care of us.
Mom, we will do it.
Some tea on March?
No, if your father had listened, we'd all be part of it all today. I begged him not to invest his money with that Schuÿler. I took one look at him and he took the pennies off a dead man's eyes. But your father believes he sees good in every shift in this nebula he shakes hands with.
Well, there's no point dwelling on the past, Auntie, and...
Besides, it was our money that had lost, and it hasn't got anything to do with you.
Don't be impertinent with me. It's no use talking to you, Miss Josephine March. You're as pig-headed as your father, and you have as much common sense as a dizzy cow. It's no use talking to the laundry. No one takes my advice. I'm talking to a flock of geese. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas on March.
On March, wait.
How do you plan to try my patience now, Miss Impertinence?
It's just that I'd like to apologize for my earlier outburst, and I'm willing to bury the hatchet if you will. So what do you say?
Amy, where are you going? What are you saying to your mother? Amy!
So, March, if the position is still open, I'd like to be your new personal companion.
You certainly are a trial, Miss Josephine March. I suppose the devil you know is better than the one you don't. You can come around the house for the holidays, if it suits you.
Thank you, Aunt March. You won't be sorry.
Merry Christmas, Josephine.
Well, it's all settled.
What is?
I'm to be Aunt March's new paid companion.
Oh?
I will make tea, read your books, and make pleasant conversation.
Pleasant conversation? When do you begin here?
After the holidays.
Did we open our envelopes, Army? Yes, Amy.
$1! $1! How funny! I can buy myself a new novel. Perhaps The Black Avenger.
Oh, I'd love when you want it with lace and some ribbons and a big feather.
I'll buy myself a new set of pencils. They were drawing pencils. And a new sketch pad.
What will you buy then?
I'll let some new sheet music. There's the shop number before it closes.
All right.
But what about Father?
Yes, our letter.
First, our letter from Father.
To my loving wife, give my girls a kiss and tell them I think of them by day, pray for them at night, and find my best comfort in their affections at all times. I know that they will remember all I've said, that they will be loving children to you and work diligently so that these hard times need not be wasted. I know they will fight their bosom enemies bravely and comfort themselves so beautifully that when I come back to them, I may be fonder and prouder than ever of my little women. Yes, ma'am?
Sorry for the surgery, but it's a message from Mrs. Holmes. She wants to know if you can come right away.
Of course, ma'am.
Joe, will you grab my rock?
Good night, children.
Good night, Marty.
Don't wait up for me. I might be late. Good night.
Good night.
presents for our MARAMEE. Christmas Eve was a flurry of excitement, and we could hardly rest until Christmas morn when we would share our special gifts.
Christopher Columbus, candy pies, and popovers, and fresh coffee, and everything.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Anna.
People are just beautiful, Anna.
Heavens, don't know all the fuss was about. I remember back when I fixed folks a breakfast like this every morning.
We must have been enormously rich. How was I dressed when we got all that money?
In diapers.
Isn't Marty up yet?
Oh yes, up and out.
On Christmas morning? Where could she be?
At the Holmes, poor Mrs. Hummel delivered her baby early this morning.
The Hummels? Had another baby?
One baby after another. 6 children, half frozen, huddled up together on one bed and no fire. All skin and bones down. So, your mother took her breakfast oven. Now I believe in charity as much as the next person, but we haven't got any to spare.
Didn't she see your presents?
Yes, she did. I'm right pleased with them too. Now she sent for you to have your breakfast and then go straight out to church. She'll meet you there.
What's wrong, Bethy?
I don't feel hungry anymore.
Beth, people are starving all around the world. If you let that affect you, you'll never want to eat again.
I try not to think about it. Well, we don't know those people, but we do know Holmes. We passed their house on the way to church.
Joe, you're not saying you wouldn't give your breakfast to the Hummels, would you? You wouldn't do anything like that.
I certainly couldn't.
So could I.
It's all or none.
All right, but I insist on a secret vote.
Oh,
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye. I'm fine. Aye.
All right, well, it's all settled. Let's bundle up.
What's going on then?
We're off to church with just one stop along the way.
Land 6, is my whole breakfast off to the Hummels then?
The whole breakfast, Anna.
Well, then I suppose I can spare a quarter foot too.
Oh, Hannah, you're an angel. I'll take the phosphorus. You can take it. It's fine. I'll manage. I'm sure you can. That's why you're taking that. You want to have something left over.
Excuse me, miss. I believe you dropped this.
Why, thank you.
Josephine, we should be going.
Say, you're not Lawrence who lives next door, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Theodore. And this is John Brooke. What's it?
Well, how do you do?
How do you do?
And how do you do?
And how do you do?
I'm George, and this is my sister Meg. And up the road we've got Hannah, Amy, and Beth. Merry Christmas to you both.
And Merry Christmas to you.
We've heard all about you, you know. How you ran away from school and tried to join up. I think it's just plum. Joe, please. You know, we've seen you watching us through your window and...
Well, I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just so dull at grandfather's. Dull as the tune, to be frank. And your home always looks so interesting and fun. Like a picture. And all the lamps are lit. And you gather around your mother.
Where's your mother?
She died in Maine, shortly after my father's death.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Well, I gave you leave to watch us whenever you want, and feel free to come down and join the picture if you feel like.
I couldn't. Grandfather would say I was imposing.
Oh, Bill Dwyer. Theodore Lawrence, Goodbye.
For now.
For now.
Goodbye, Miss March.
Josephine March. How will they think of us stopping them on the street like that without being properly introduced?
Well, I don't mind, but certain they didn't either. Besides, you certainly weren't very polite. You're getting as prissy as Amy. Wouldn't hurt you to say a simple hello.
Not after the way that man looked at me.
What man? Oh, you mean Mr. Brooke? I hadn't noticed.
Well, I had. Oh my!
What?
Mr. Brooke, he's still looking. Don't look.
Who, me?
And so ended the first brief encounter with one who became one of the truest friends our little family would ever know. As winter began to melt away into spring, I wondered if the invitation to call on us would ever be taken up by young Mr. Lawrence.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Theodore, calling on Miss Josephine March.
John, you got company. Right this way. Mr. Lawrence.
What? Hello, Theodore.
Please, call me Laurie. Everybody else does.
All right. Laurie.
I'll expect you to run some tea.
That'll be lovely, ma'am. Thank you.
Just as I thought.
Now, do tell me all about yourself before you write your company, Laurie.
I used to live in here.
You're right. How exciting. I'm going to shoot it all.
Really?
What? Oh, well, I don't know it, but you see, my Aunt March, or crotch yoga as she is, that's Druidism. Did I tell you I worked as a personal companion? Anyway, the doctor said bats in your family isn't good. Did you ever go to bats? I mean, for rheumatism?
I don't have rheumatism.
Of course not. Neither am I, but I figured bats didn't hurt. What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Here we are.
Thank you, Hannah.
This one will talk your ear off and start recording and give it half a chance.
I don't mind it. I like talking.
I hope so, for your sake. Enjoy. Welcome.
So, as I said, I want to be here for my writing. Writing is so important for me. And what were you saying?
I didn't say it.
All right, well, how are you getting along with your grandfather?
Oh, fine, I suppose. It's just that.
Oh, I know. You should have seen it before you came.
Really? Isn't he a holy terror?
You ought to be my Aunt March. Slice of cake?
Please, it almost looks too good to eat.
Maybe it is.
Is she the oldest? Working out already.
Why should he let her back home?
He seems rather taken with her. And sure you notice. Does she love anyone in particular?
So he sent you to find out from him. Well,
No, I just.
you can tell me you don't like anyone in this house. I mean, we like plenty of people in this house, but we don't like young men. Well, we do like young men. We don't like young men who wonder about who we like. Meg is just too young and too smart to be busy wondering about who wants about her.
Perhaps I'd better go.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was hoping I could be in one of your plays sometime. Would that be all right?
I'll say, I'd love to have someone else play Willow for a change. I hate wearing out such. It is.
Oh, I know how to dance too.
Really?
Really? Here. See? I know!
Okay, let's get you.
I touch. I do the best.
What are you talking? Go around the door. Mrs. March, it's one of those telegraph things.
His father.
Oh, Marnie, no.
He's been wounded. He's at the hospital in Washington. I must go at once.
I can ask Grandpa for the carriage to take you to the train station.
No, it's too much expense. We don't have enough in our savings. I'll go talk to a March.
Quick, so I'll bring them a pack.
The next few hours were spent preparing Marmee for her journey. I set out for Aunt March's house on my self-appointed mission. I thought her request to help Marmee get to bother would be an unpleasant but simple task. I never imagined how my journey would end.
That's a lot of money.
I wonder what company can go.
The carriage is waiting outside, and Grandpa has put along a bottle of port for Mr. March.
Thank you, Laurie. And give my kindest regards to your grandfather. Becky, place this carefully in my traveling bag.
Yes, sir.
Be careful of the shape.
Where's Joe?
Well, where is she? Where's that fabulous daughter of yours?
I thought she was with you, Aunt March.
Not very likely. Not with her, is it? Here, take this. Lord knows me more than you guys. One thing, just what you find is here.
Thank you so very much, Auntie.
Oh, pitch pot as well. You're too sentimental, you are. Now, you know how to get there, right? You change trains to New York. Good, city. And then
I think it won't be necessary. Mr. Lawrence has asked me to accompany Ms. March on the trip. To get sure she gets to Washington City.
That's terribly kind of you, but really there's no need.
It would be my greatest pleasure to be of service to you and your family, Ms. March. Besides, Mr. Lawrence has engaged me to work while I'm there, so you see.
You're all terribly kind. Thank you. Thank you all so very much.
And with permission, I love the Dutch. And going down in the carriage.
Thank you.
Mr. Brooke, I apologize for being less neighborly in the past. You've been so kind to my family, and you don't know what a relief it is to know that Marty has someone to look out for.
Thank you, Ms. March. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mom. Becky, see that you don't forget to help us while I'm here.
your meeting was well, too. Well, I don't think I can go through that. But I'm tired.
Thank you, Aunt March. Goodbye, Auntie. Goodbye, Aunt March.
On march! Well, yes, here I am. And no thanks to you. I had to get up, get dressed, and run with all by myself because you're so stubborn. Well, you surely would be that on my side of the family. Good day, Josephine March.
Yes, what could have kept you as long? Well, I went over to Aunt March's, and she poked like she always does when someone asks her what's her welcome up. I just couldn't stand it. There he is, her own nephew, sick in the hospital. All she can do is complain about money. So, well, I don't. And here's my contribution.
$25? What on earth did you get it, Joe?
I came by it honestly. I only sold what belonged to me. Goodness gracious. It doesn't affect the state of the union. I just happened by the way making a shop on my way through town, and I saw some tails of hair
Yes, and it's ready to see you coming.
They need to hurry, Miss March.
Yes, you're right.
Really going with you?
No, it's best if you stay here and carry on as usual. Remember to comfort one another. And Meg, will you watch over your sisters? Try to be more patient, Joe. And Becky, you won't forget the Hummels?
No, Marty, I won't. I promise.
Amy, be obedient. Goodbye, my darlings. I'll keep this picture of you in my mind. God bless and keep us all.
Bye, Marmy. Oh, my poor Joe. You're crying.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. Don't worry, Joe. Mom has Mr. Brooks to look after her, and Father's a strong man, I'm sure. I'm not crying about that.
Well, what is it then?
My hair! Father's convalescence in that Washington hospital lasted many months, and life in our little home soon found a simple domestic pattern in Marley's absence. Our friendship with Laurie continued to grow, and the surprising support and neighborly friendship of his grandfather was a boon to all of our spirits. I had worked furiously at my scribblings during that summer and had begun sending off some of my manuscripts to publishers. Then, an important letter arrived from him that fall.
Now I find what you've been up to with Lloyd scribbling. Is this why you haven't any time for me lately?
Return it now, Mr. Lawrence, or never speak to me again.
Oh, all right. Just like a girl, first, we aren't going to have any secrets, then this.
Well, this is different.
Still secret?
No.
Well, you can keep it, because I got it too.
Oh, bilge water.
And it's plumbing.
Very.
There.
All right, fine. You want to play this game? You tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine. Fine. Read it yourself.
Paid to the order of Miss Josephine March, $1 for her story entitled Phantom Hands.
Well, what do you think?
$1?
Go on and laugh. But that's just the start. Someday, I'll get as high as 10.
I swear, I'll never understand you. Could up in that attic and spare me right away, listen to all the fun we could be having. And for what? A mystery doll. Joe, if it's money, well, I got plenty of it.
Oh, it's not about the money. Not really. It's this feeling I get. This strange, nervous feeling. It's my writing soon will be in print. People will read it. Something that I wrote.
I swear, I'll never understand you. But if it makes you happy, I suppose.
All right, play fair, Teddy.
I know Meg's missing brothers.
Is that it?
Ask me where it is.
Well, where is it?
Brooke has it.
How do you know?
Saw
Where?
his pocket. Found the night they danced together at grandfather's party. It's not amazing.
No, it's rubbish.
How could you be pleased?
Pleased? At the thought of someone taking Meg away? Why do things always have to change just when they seem perfect? Meg used to share everything with me. Now she keeps to herself and thinks that John is a lovely name and the brown eyes are beautiful. Well, I think it's sickly sweet romantic rubbish, and he better not try to break our family up.
Well, you feel differently when someone tries to take you away.
I'd like to see someone try it.
march.
Open up!
Hey!
Good afternoon, Miss Josephine. Good afternoon, Monsieur.
Thank you for your assistance this afternoon, John.
It was a pleasure.
Yes, well, goodbye, Mr. Brooke.
Goodbye.
Bye, man.
Josephine March, I have never been more embarrassed in my entire life. Look at you running around the streets like a loose child. I wish I was still a child. You're trying to make me grow up before my time, Meg. But having you change all of a sudden. Let me be a little girl as long as I can. I haven't changed a bit. Look at you. No hairpins, no combs, running around the streets like a loose horse. I wish I were a horse. Oh, you're such a child.
Well, bye, I suppose.
Goodbye.
Joe, why are you mad at me?
Hannah?
Oh, Becky, what's wrong?
No, Joe. Don't come near me. I feel so strange.
Hannah, come quickly!
Here, Becky, why don't you come in? What is it?
Don't come near me then.
What is it?
Joe. The baby kid's dead. The little baby died in my lap.
Oh, poor Becky.
No, she's super asleep. But suddenly she gave a sharp cry and then laid very still. I tried to move her feet for her, but she laid so still, and then I knew she was dead.
It's not your fault.
The doctor came. He said I was not a baby.
Oh, God.
Here, come on. No, Amy. You've never had it, and it feels so weird.
Joe, help me get her up to your room.
I'll be fine. I'll be all right.
Of course, Becky. Of course you will be.
Meg, run and get Dr. Banks.
Right away, Hannah.
And you, miss, are to stay clear of things out here. We'll send you off to your Aunt March's for your own good.
I won't, God. I'd rather start from your dad instead of that mark.
For heaven's sakes, be quiet for once in your life, Amy.
You should be off as soon as you can. Scarlet fever's no joke, miss.
But it's still Aunt March's, and she's cross. Plus, I don't want to be sent off so in the way.
It's to keep you well. I'll tell you what, I have a plan. I'll pop in every day just to see how Beth is.
And you'll take me driving?
Every single day on my own.
And you'll take me back to Mother's as well.
The identical minute, see if I don't.
Fine.
There's a good girl.
The days dragged out slowly into weeks. Meg and Hannah and I kept a constant vigil near Beth's bedside. We sensed the slightest change in her person. Amy's notes were out of date, but nothing could relieve our anxiety and sorrow as we began to see just how fragile Beth's hold on life had become.
Hannah, don't get up. I just came by to see how she's doing today.
Dr. Banks had expected the fever to break down by now, but I'm afraid we'll have to send for Mrs. March as soon as Meg returns.
Oh, Hannah.
You children begged me to telegraph her weeks ago, but I was afraid of frightening her just yet. But now the doctor says that it may be very close, and Miss Beth seems to get weaker every moment.
Hannah?
Yes, miss?
Sure.
Oh, Laurie. She doesn't even recognize us anymore. I wish Mommy were here. She'd know what to do.
It's okay, Joe. You can hold on to me. I'll be strong for you.
If only I'd sent that telegram.
Joe, Mommy will be here soon.
No, she won't. How could she be? There isn't time.
I got fidgety, and so did Grandfather. So we sent Brooke back to fetch her. She'll be here on the 5 o'clock train.
Mommy? Here? In a few hours?
Yes, Joe.
Oh, Laurie. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fly you like that. It's just, I didn't know any other way to say thank you.
Well, fly me again. I rather like it.
No, thank you. I'll do it by proxy when your grandfather arrives. Oh, Laurie. If life is as hard as this, I don't think we'll ever get through it.
We'll laugh again and have fun games, just like the old times. You'll see.
I hope so, Laurie. I truly do.
Well, I'm off to the station now, and that Shakespeare the horses.
Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Please, Lord, if you must take Becky, please wait until Marley arrives. But please, Lord, don't take Becky, because, well, she's just so... Please don't.
Yes, exactly as you say, Dr. Banks. The fever is broken.
Oh, thank heavens.
He says she's starting to book her now.
Oh, man, I don't think I'll ever think about another thing again.
We're to give her lots of work for sure, as soon as she's able. We'll have her well on the road to the apartment and a slap on the bangs.
Oh, you truly are an angel. What about Amy?
Sit first thing as the doctor said. Is Beth resting now?
Yes, I'll have her old and stripped and fresh ones put on.
Or did I put a warm up for her?
Thank you, Grandma. Marty!
The doctor says she's going to get well. She's going to be okay.
Oh, Marty, I'm home. Everything will be all right now.
Oh, Marley, I thought you looked so beautiful.
Amy!
Just like it said.
Marty!
She's going to be all right. Or Becky's going to recover.
Oh, Becky, you know exactly where I was. I even heard a will.
Oh, Will?
Yes, just in case I got sick too. You shouldn't laugh. I looked at my brother's name stand with my plaster and my notepad.
Well, that's very thoughtful.
Of course, since I didn't die, nobody did.
Excuse me, is this the Mark's home?
Yes, it is.
Well, in that case, I have a special delivery for you.
Hannah. Amy. Joe. And my dear, dear Becky.
Well, this is plummy, just plummy. The March family's back together again. I call this splendid, really, I do.
Oh, my baby.
As the years passed, Father and Beth gradually gained much of their old strength. Yet Becky seemed more fragile than before, and all but Father acknowledged this. The bonds of friendship with their neighbors, Lawrences, grew ever stronger until Laurie seemed almost one of the family. One member of the Lawrence household seemed truly bent on joining our little family. More disturbing still was the fact that Meg seemed all too willing to oblige his little man.
What are you doing?
Writing?
I can see that. I mean, what are you working on?
Well, it looks like it very may well become a tragedy, depending on what the main character, decides.
Well, do keep me posted.
I'll do my best.
Will you be using this room much longer?
Why? Are you expecting someone?
I? Of course not.
You're expecting that man, aren't you?
If you happen to be referring to Mr. Brooke.
I knew it. You think you're in love with him, don't you?
Well, no.
Well, I can tell you right now, you're not.
I'm not.
No. I'm a writer and I write about girls who are in love all the time. So I can tell you,
been so kind to my family, and I hope we can stay friends.
How's that?
Good and sick. That should throw him off the track. Just hand him his walking papers and things will be fine. We'll get back to normal around here. It's him, Joe. I just know it. Remember, good and sick, like we practiced. Oh, how I'd love to see his face. Good afternoon, Mr. Brooke. Megan's been sitting here. She's been expecting you.
Oh, really? I'm only here because I forgot my umbrella. And I thought I might speak to you about
He's in the coat rack. I mean, it's reading the paper. I'll go get him.
Is something the matter with him? Have I upset you somehow? Please, don't be angry at me.
How could I be? You've been so kind to me and my family. I wish there was some way I could thank you.
Shall I tell you how?
Please don't.
Meg, please listen. I love you. And even if you don't love me now, maybe with time you might learn.
I don't choose to learn.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, I do.
Won't you think about it? I'll wait.
Please don't.
Meg,
What's this? What's going on?
Marge, he's just a friend's father, so I'm so surprised to see you.
That's it. There's mischief going on here, and I insist on going over it.
Well, we were just talking. Mr. Brooke, you and Arabella, you see, and
Brooke, that boy's too. Oh, I see it all. He's proposed, hasn't he?
please, he'll hear you.
Have you accepted? Do you intend to marry this cook?
Shall I call father?
Not until I spoke my mind. Now let me tell you, that if you marry this cook, or Brooke, or Brooke, not a thing of my money goes to you.
You can give your money to whom you please, and I shall marry who I please.
Now be reasonable. It's your job to marry rich men and help your family. You can be sure that this hook fellow knows you have a rich relation. Me, and that's why he's going to marry you.
How dare you say such a thing? Why, my John would marry for money more than I would.
Oh, it's really are weak, isn't it? Well, you'll be sorry for it when you try to live in a cottage and find it a failure.
Well, it can't be much worse than what one finds in a big empty house.
Well, I never. Well, you do as you please. You see where my advice gets me. But remember, the day you marry me is the day I disinherit you. Now, well, you made me forget what I came here for. I wash my hands of you. Well, why? No.
I couldn't help but hearing you. Thank you for defending me. And thanks to Marge who took care of me a little bit.
I didn't know how much until she said all those awful things.
Will you wait for me?
Hurry, come quick! Joy was acting terribly, and then likes it.
Soon, summer was upon us, and sooner still was John and Meg's wedding day. Our lives were so full of preparations and plans for the wedding that we scarcely had time to think about the boy that we left in our little house on the day of Meg's departure. But that day came at last, and with it those same feelings of joy and loss that attend members at most weddings.
Joe, come back. The celebration has just begun. Don't cry, Joe. Don't cry. You'll be all right.
No, it won't. Our family will never be the same again.
You still have me, Joe.
And you don't know how grateful I am for that. My dear, dear. Now, I've had my silly little scene and we should return to the party before we're missed.
Not just yet. Please, Joe. There's something I need to ask you.
No, Teddy. Please don't.
I will, and this time you must listen. The sooner the better for both of us.
All right then. I'll listen.
I loved you ever since I've known you. Joe, I couldn't help it. I tried to show you, but you wouldn't let me. Now I'm going to make you hear. Give me an answer.
Oh, Laurie. I never wanted
you love me, you can make me into anything you like.
I wouldn't change you, Laurie. Not for the world. It's you who would need to change me. You should marry someone lovely and accomplished who will adore you and grace your fine house. I couldn't. I loathe the social world and you like it. You hate my scribbling and I couldn't get on without it. In the end, we quarrel.
No,
Yes, we always have. It would be horrid if we were ever foolish enough to...
Marry? No, it wouldn't. It could be heaven if you take a chance. Please don't disappoint me. Everyone expects it. Grandfather has his heart sounded, and your family too. Joe, I just can't live without you. So say you will. Joe, marry me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laurie, I can't. I've tried to love you the way you want me to, because I'm so proud and fond of you. And I do love you. I love you so dearly. As a friend. But I could never love you as a wife. It would be a lie to say I do when I don't.
Really? And truly, Joe?
Really and truly. I don't believe I shall ever marry you.
Yes, you will. I know you, Joe. You'll meet some no-account good-for-nothing idiot and fall in love. That's your way. You'll work and live and die. I'll have to stand by and see it all. Well, I'll be hanged if I do.
Wait, Laurie, come back. Where are you going?
To the devil! Somebody help me, sorry, Joe March!
You've got that to help around the house,
skirt, and a folder of braids that can be arranged in each other.
Thank you, Mommy.
Now come along here and see my dear Donna come behind me.
All right, Mom.
Working at Mrs. Kirk's boarding house was one of the most exhausting and exhilarating experiences that I have known. New York flooded my mind with new sights and new friends, the most important of whom, Professor Fritz Baird, shared so many thoughts and ideals similar to my own that I felt I had found a true kindred spirit. However, in the midst of my newfound fortunes, fate was going to spring a rude surprise, which was the consequence of my abominable tongue.
Good afternoon, Mrs. March. Show yourself, and don't bother to ask me. The most remarkable slogan I have is approaching me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, March.
Well, I expected you were on some tea.
Goodness gracious, you know. I had finished my business here, driven to town, and finished my acting part before you eating cake more of a pot.
Very good.
Now, to the point. I'm going to promise to Europe that I discussed the fact and need a proper traveling plan.
Why would you read tea?
Sure. Oh, good heavens, sir. I said a proper traveling plan. That was like such a blunt exposition. She put a freeze on formulations for this. Dang. Oh, goodness knows.
But Auntie,
No arguments. I'm quite decided. Amy shall accompany me. We're more similar in temperament. Amy is docile and respectful. We will accept this opportunity of a sense of entitlement.
Auntie, Dad.
No arguments. I'm quite decided. Besides, it's time that you had a chance with our private times. When we just the place for you to study our art.
you don't know how to thank you, Auntie.
This will be a exceptional opportunity.
Oh, pitch off.
Oh, thank you, Auntie.
Nonsense, nonsense. Well, I'm off to town to dinner for arrangements. Good afternoon. You'll call me tomorrow, child, so you can arrange to be traveling over.
Goodbye, Aunt Martha.
Good afternoon, Auntie.
Thank you. Thank you again for this immense opportunity.
You'll do a world of good, child. A world of good.
Aunt March is quite decided. It would be wrong to try to change your wishes. There'll be no one doing things for Joe this time.
She'll be so disappointed. How will I ever explain this to her?
Joe will have a reward someday, and it'll be as every good as unexpected and wonderful as this. That's not what we're going to
Father's right. No reproaches and no regrets. You can stop in New York before you sail and see your person, if that will.
Yes, Mommy, that would be a comfort.
I hate to be selfish, but I'm glad that Joe's not probably quite far from us just yet. It's hard enough to go for off in New York.
Yes, dear, I know.
Well, enough conversation for now. We have some preparations to begin.
Aunt March informed me that Laurie and Mr. Lawrence had also got a passage to the continent. However, during those long days before they set sail, no calling word from my dear Teddy ever arrived. Laurie's intended flight wounded me every bit as deeply as he had hoped, but no experience in my early life prepared me for the telegram I received several months later. So, it was with a mix of strange emotions that I returned home to Concord after receiving that urgent message.
Has Joe arrived yet?
No, child. Your father took the carriage to meet her at the station.
Is there anything you can do right now?
No, there's a little amount of things to do as it is.
The house has been so empty with Joe gone, and now that Amy's off.
Oh, has the telegram been sent?
Straight away. Same day as Miss Sheriff's students. Amy's answer seemed to come back as soon as she received it. Already had back she was, but your parents were not out. Too long and a costly trip. And it wouldn't be fair to Anna-Mariah as though that lady ever worried about anyone but herself.
But poor dear.
She must be heartsick.
That she is. Mr. Lawrence sent word that he and Laurie would be meeting them in Nice, and they would do their best to try to keep her mind off of it.
That she will. And Laurie's such a comfort.
Meg! Joe! Hannah!
I take it up to this.
Put it down, Hannah. I'll go fetch Mommy and Dad. Oh, Papa. What can we do? I just feel so alone. There must be something.
Nothing. It's just a matter of time now. The most important thing is for us to be brave, Christy. There. You mustn't let her see us wrong.
I know. I'll be strong for Becky.
I know you will. I can never doubt you for a moment. My brave girl.
Mommy!
Gokiert. So good to have you home again.
Oh, Beth. Oh, my Beth. Oh, I missed you.
I've been longing to see you, Joe. And hearing her just so early. If they were here, we would all be together again.
Oh, Beth.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yes, John. You must be back to the twins. I'll bring them home in the morning if you like. Oh, yes. I'm so eager to see them.
until tomorrow then.
Goodbye. Well, I have so much to tell you. I can't remember everything.
Believe you should do your catching up then.
Good night, my girl.
Marty.
Night, Beth. Night, Joe.
Good night, Father. Well then, present first. There you are.
You're so thoughtful.
Well, open it. I thought you could use it to play along with you since you haven't had me to talk to you recently.
I don't play anymore.
Oh. I almost forgot to tell you what I'm working on. A book.
A whole novel?
Yeah.
And I read it.
Oh, well, I don't have it on hand right now. You see, I finished it just before I left.
Oh, when will it be published?
Oh, who knows? I didn't leave it with the publisher. I left it with Professor Baird.
You must be very fond of him.
I am. You see, he's the reason I decided to write the book. He said it was time to start writing about the people and places and things I know, instead of a bunch of made-up people and places I've never seen.
Did you?
Yes, Becky, I did.
What's your book about?
You, Becky? Well, all of us, really. Our little family and all the special times we used to share.
It's alright, Joe. It's alright. You don't have to cry.
I'm not crying. Not really. I just feel so lonesome. Lonesome for Meg and Amy and all our little times together.
It's alright, Joe. It's alright. I never wanted to tell anyone but you, Joe. But I feel myself slow, a little each day, like the tide going up.
Don't say it, Becky. Please.
Doesn't that sound funny? Me telling you? Me, the cricket her. I was content to stay safely at home. While you and then Amy dream of flying away. I suppose it's my turn to fly over Christmas time. I'm sorry, Joe. Sorry I can't turn this up properly.
Oh, Becky.
But it seems like I was never intended to live very long. I could never plan what I want to do when I grew up, because I couldn't bear the thought of leaving home. But, Joe, I'm not afraid. Not anymore. Because love is the only thing we can carry with me, though. And I have so much enough to make the end easy.
Nothing from hard as nothing. Not really, not ever.
Yes, Joe. But, Joe, you must take my place, Mother and Father. They will turn to you. Help them through this.
I will, Becky.
You know I will. Thank you. I feel like I can rest now.
Henceforth, safe across the river, I shall see forevermore a beloved household spirit waiting for me on the shore. Open faith, born of my sorrow, guardian angels shall become, and the sister gone before me, by their hands shall lead me home. With Beth's passing came the fulfillment of my promise to her, and each passing day filled our thoughts with the brief but special memories of our time with her. Often, I woke at night thinking Beth had called me. When the sight of her empty bed brought me to tears, Marmee's arms were always there to gather me up, soothe me with their touch and their silent eloquence. Yet, each day slowly lost some of its bitter pain as her memory was rendered more sweet. And, with the turning of the seasons, time brought new life and unexpected change into the March household once more.
Joe!
Hannah and I are driving to the next wedding party. Father and John are driving over, straight from the station. I know how eager Amy is to see you. Her and Laurie used to solve so much of their wedding needs. Can't you reconsider it come with us?
I'm alright, Bernie. Besides, someone needs to keep the home fires burning for wedding party parties. Besides, I'll be seeing Aunt March soon.
I suppose you're right. I just worry so. We've all had to bear so much, and I find my mind wandering to you more and more lately. Are you alright, Joe? I know how disappointed you were when Aunt March became in your place. And then, well, Becky? Yes, Becky. Is it the marriage, Joe?
Oh no, I'm not upset about that. Things worked out just the way they should have. I've just been feeling a little lonesome lately. Lonesome for things that can never be the way they were again. Perhaps if Laurie had proposed to me now, I might have said yes. Just because it means more to me to be loved than it used to.
Oh, Joe, your time will come.
No, Marty. I don't think I shall ever marry.
You always know what you want, Joe, and you have the courage to follow through. Your time will come soon enough, and you'll be right because you've known all along what you've been waiting for.
We've got to take our tails, Mrs. March, unless one of us are arriving.
Yes, you're right, Hannah. Joe put his head along and flew back with the newlyweds before you know it.
Come in! headstrong in certain men.
Now things are settled properly. We'll be just like old times around.
No, Lord. The old days can never come back. We aren't playmates anymore. We're man and woman now. But we can be brother and sister in love and help each other for the rest of our lives.
Yes, Joe. Always.
Where is she? Where is that?
Oh, Amy! Or should I say Mrs. Warren? Just look at you. What's the thing?
Oh, Joe, we left you so many words to bear. Can you ever forgive us? But never again.
Oh, Amy, just look at you. To think we'd ever see the day we return our dear Teddy with a hand-packed husband.
No, it's going to be nice.
Of course, on March. It's so good to have you home again.
Not at all. Not at all. Look at me. Spend all that money on those fancy doctors and medicinal baths. And for what? To go home on a day or two. Oh, my goodness. You know, your holidays say so foreign. They simply refuse to speak to me. Just babble on and on. But they understood me. I have no doubt. Just let them listen to me.
Things are the same all over the world. I'll go in the tea service, man. Thank you.
Now, tell me all about your
What is there to tell? It's nothing but a natural of ancient, broken down buildings, filled streets.
Well, in New York, I'm glad Mr. so picturesque.
John, what was this, Lawrence?
Yes, my wife asked, why do we end with words?
We're all quite familiar with it, Mr. Lawrence.
Do tell us what your plans are. Did you have something?
I wouldn't be surprised if you wrote 6 white quarters, 8 off gold plates, and more diamonds every day. Since Teddy thinks nothing's too good for her.
Oh, Joe, really?
Mrs. March, this is for you. I just arrived at the post.
Oh, but I was expecting.
Well, go on, Joe, open it. Open it, come on.
It's my book! Oh, Joe! It's from Professor Bear. Dear Joe, a friend of mine here in New York has agreed to publish a wonderful novel. He has great hopes for it, and so it is with deepest regards and best wishes that I send you the first copy. I have never read another piece with such simple truth and beauty. Fondly, Prince Bear.
Joe, your first book!
That's my Joe.
My Beth by Josephine March.
Rebrush, Joe.
Oh no, really?
Come